Hi guys, this is a no-nonsense guide for you to get the new secret zombies-only blueprint from the Season 3 Reloaded Easter egg, and how to get all of the new schematics. So if you're looking for the Sergeant's Beret, the Golden Mask Filter, or the Dead Wire Detonator schematic, this is the video for you. I'd really appreciate if you could drop a like on it, and we'll get started here. First, you need to activate the Act 4 mission Union in the game's menu, and then you need to spawn in and just head to where the new portal is, and you then just need to go through the portal, and that will begin the mission. When it starts, the game's going to tell you to investigate crystals. So you're going to run up to a crystal, hold square to interact, and then when you do so, you're going to see some orbs fly out of the crystal, and you're going to see a 3-rune pattern in front of the crystal. And so very simply, the things that we saw fly out of the crystal are the runes that correspond to the ones that are on the crystal here. So we're just going to shoot them in the order that the crystal displays, and they'll all be in the vicinity of that main crystal. So find the first one, shoot it, you'll then be able to shoot the next one, and then shoot the third one, and if you get the order correct, you'll see them all light up yellow on the main crystal, and then the main crystal will turn red, and you'll be able to destroy it, and you'll be able to go and do your next crystal. And the process is exactly the same on that second one. Here are the rune spawns that I had in my game. Number 1. And then here's my second rune spawn and my third. But again, you're going to need to do it for the order in your game. Then destroy the crystal and follow the instructions. You need to return to Ravenov's position and then locate Dr. Jansen. And she's going to fly into the sky and do some Dark Ether stuff. And you've then got obelisks that you need to interact with. And these are just soul boxes. So get zombie kills by those obelisks once you've destroyed them. And then once that's all completed, you can go back to the center here, activate the seal, and that will spawn in a boss. And then you can just take that boss down. And the reward for doing so is going to be your first gold relic. It's a little giraffe toy, so grab that and then escort Ava and Ravenov to the exit portal and exit and exfil out of the game. Next, spawn into a new match, and if you don't have a dog bone schematic already to spawn you in a dog, I'd recommend finding an ACV escort contract and using that to get pieces of meat, which you can then put into a doghouse to spawn a dog in. You then need to bring that dog to a mercenary camp, and the dog has to kill the sergeant of the mercenary camp. So all the other mercs don't matter, but the sergeant, who's essentially a little bit stronger, needs to be taken down by the dog. So you might as well just let the dog rip into every single merc. And once the dog kills the sergeant, a portal will open, and that will give you your first purple item. To get the second purple item, come to the grid square I7 and come into the top floor of the mansion. Then find the master bedroom and lie down next to the master bedroom here and look at this item under the bed. You need to hold square to interact with it, and that will then spawn in an audio quote, and you'll see a portal spawn in on top of the bed, which will give you your second purple item. To get the third purple item, you need to look for the area on the map that has the gas circle, the purple gas circle, and you need to go there and enter the gas and then start killing zombies. Even if the Stormcaller is already dead, you can do this. You don't actually have to kill the Stormcaller. That's a misconception. You just need to kill zombies inside that bit of gas, and once you kill enough zombies, a portal will open up and you'll be able to get your third purple item from inside. Now, if it's not working for you, I would also recommend you kill the Stormcaller too, just because it's going to make your life a lot easier, and it's a lot harder to take out all those zombies if the Stormcaller is constantly summoning new ones and making them stronger and stuff like that, so it's worth doing anyway. So at this point, we've got 1 gold item and we have 3 purple items. Now we need to upgrade the items from purple to gold. To do this, come to this area of the map in the tier 3 zone and look for this purple triangle. Copy what I'm doing here and shoot the following 3 runes. This is the first one, the second is just behind you on this wall, and the third one is just across here on this wall. Once you've shot those runes, follow where I'm running now, and you're going to want to mantle up on this blue water canister and onto the bridge. Once you get up there, you need to stand in the exact spot that I stand here, and that's going to cause these weird symbols that have spawned in on the walls to line up and form a perfect triangle. When that happens and you stand in the right place successfully, you'll see a blue orb spawn in, and you'll also see a purple circle spawn around you, and you need to stay inside that purple circle. You can leave if you need to, but stay inside it and kill zombies in there specifically to feed the soul box souls. While you're doing this, you need to just back up a little bit, and you'll see that there is an option for you to perform the summoning, and that is going to be you submitting your purple item to the triangle. And then once you get enough zombie kills, the purple circle around you will go away, the triangle that you can see here will turn red, and a boss zombie will spawn in. In this case, it's a mangler that spawns in. Kill the boss mangler, a portal will open, and you'll be able to grab your upgraded item. Now, there is a risk that random players in your game will make this harder for you. So if you can't find the runes, for example, it might be that you just want to come back in a different game or later in the match, because because it might be that somebody else has just done the triangle, and so you can't do it straight away afterwards. The next triangle we're going to use is just here. I'll show you the map location in a second, but here is your first rune. Here is your second rune, and your third one is just across there. And this is the map location, like I said. As soon as you've shot all those runes, once again, you're going to see these symbols spawn in on the walls. Come over to this building, come upstairs or scorch your way upstairs and enter the little hut here. And you can then line the triangle up inside the doorway. And that is where you'll find the perform the summoning hint that you need to hold square on in order to submit your item for upgrade. And then you're just going to fill the soul box with souls once again. And then once that's done, it's going to spawn in a boss zombie. And for me, this one was a mimic. So we took the mimic out and then a portal opened up and that gave us our second upgraded item. Third one's really easy to find. It's right nearby the new ether portal that opened up for the story mission that we did in order to get access to all this stuff in the first place. The first rune is just here on this arch. The second rune is just here above the stairs. And the third rune is just there. And as soon as you've shot those, you need to come over to this little mini walkway bridge thing and stand in the middle of it to line up your triangle. And then remember to hold square to perform your summoning to upgrade your third and final item. Once you've killed enough zombies to fill the soul box, you'll have a heavy dog spawn in. Take out the heavy dog and then you'll get your portal and that will give you your third item. You'll then have 4 gold items and you need to bring those to the new story rift that we used to access the story at the start of all this and place the items in their corresponding pedestals. And you can tell which is which by looking at the symbol that is on the front of the pedestal. When you do it successfully, it will light up. And when you do all 4 successfully, you'll get a blue light around them and a big ether portal will spawn in, just like we saw in the other Easter eggs that we've already done in this game. A boss will spawn out of it. And once you take the boss down, it will give you a sigil and you can then spend that sigil on the ether portal to enter the dark ether. You can also spend elder sigils on this portal to go into the tier 5 dark ether instead of tier 4, which will give you a smaller timer, and that's where you're going to be getting all of your juicy schematics. So if you want to schematic farm, you need your portal to be red, and that's from a dark ether elder sigil, but if it's just your first time and you're just trying to get used to the experience, then use a regular sigil, and that's going to give you more time, and it's going to make your portal yellow. So once you enter the dark ether, this is what it's going to look like. This time round, there are no bunnies, it's just 3 obelisks which you need to run over to. Activate the first obelisk and then pick up the item that you'll find inside, and this will give you a boost, which varies depending on which order you do these in, but if you follow my order, the boost on the mind-blowing revelation item, which you'll be using while you take down this abomination as your high-level bounty, that's going to allow you to mark enemies. So you can see that I've marked the abomination here, it's outlined in yellow, and that's because of that item. Once you take the abomination down, it will open up a portal for you, and you'll be able to grab your rewards, which may or may not include schematics. There is some RNG involved here. The next portal gave me the numb foot, and when you grab that, it's going to open up the opportunity for you to do a P&D contract. Activate the contract. While you do it, you'll notice that this item makes you move much more quickly, which is really nice. Finish the contract. Once again, grab your rewards out of the portal. And then the third contract here is not the last contract you need to do. There's actually a hidden secret one that I'm going to reveal after this. Okay, so the next obelisk gives you the Atomic Hunter. You'll also have an ACV contract you can do. So do that. While you do it, you'll notice that if you have the Atomic Hunter, some enemies will be marked with a green glow. And if you kill that enemy, it will guarantee a nuke drop. So you can prioritize those and guarantee yourself a bunch of nukes as you play. So finish escorting the ACV, grab the rewards out of the rewards rift, and then let's move on to the secret final objective. In the middle island area of the map, you'll find this spore, which can be destroyed only once you've completed all those other obelisks. Take this spore out and then move on to this next one on another corner of the island. Then there's a third spore on a third corner of the island. The fourth corner of the island has an ammo crate, which can be quite useful to grab here if you're sort of strapped for decoys and things like that. And then in the middle, you're going to see that that opens up a final big spore which you can destroy. As soon as you destroy that, a boss called Yanxi is going to spawn in, and I'd recommend doing as much damage to Yanxi immediately as you possibly can, because shortly thereafter, Yanxi's health bar is going to freeze gray, and Yanxi is going to spawn in a bunch of minions, such as high-level manglers, high-level mimics, disciples, etc., and you're going to need to take out all of Yanxi's named boss enemies before you can unlock Yanxi's health bar, and it will start taking damage again. So take out the minions, but not the regular zombies. You can leave those if you want to, and then when all the minions are dead, take out Yanxi, and this will unlock for you the super awesome blueprint that you get, which is an exclusive reward for Modern Warfare 3 zombies. Congrats, you finished the Easter egg. More guides on my channel, linked on screen right now, if you want to learn some even more optimized ways for you to do all of this schematic farming.